Greetings, yogis. Welcome back. It's time for more yoga. Unroll your mat, grab some props if you'd like to use them. I'll give you a couple seconds to get that stuff, and I'll see you right back here. Welcome back once again. Let's start today on hands and knees. We'll begin with Anahatasana, a nice heart-opening stretch. Keeping your hips over the knees. Slide the hands out. You can let your elbows lower down on the mat. Forehead down. Let your elbows hug in just a tiny bit. You can tuck or untuck the toes here, doesn't really matter which. Take a moment or two as you settle into space. This can be a big stretch for the spine, for the shoulders, so let yourself ease in. And while you're settling in, bring awareness to your breath. Right, as you let go of all the things off the mat. So now is the time for you to focus on what's happening in your body, what's happening with your mind on the mat. As you lengthen the breath, start to quiet your mind. And firing up your Ujjayi breath. This is the perfect time of year to do that while the weather is cooling off. Your Ujjayi, that's the gentle snoring sound at the back of the throat. It's a heating breath. So it does heat up the body, but it also detoxifies the body. Detoxifies the mind, right? Kind of burns away the stale thoughts, burns away all the things that you don't need, right? Just kind of cleansing the palate. Let's take about 3 more deep breaths here. One more. Coming out, bring the hands in, lift your head up off the mat, so you're on hands and knees. Come forward, lower all the way down onto your belly. Let your fingertips slide back a little bit so they line up under your shoulders. Hug the elbows in a bit. Tops of the feet press down on the mat, and the tops of your feet press down enough so that you feel the kneecaps lift a little bit off the mat. So we're engaging the legs, setting up for Bhujangasana Cobra pose. Press the tops of the feet down. Keep the palms nice and firm, press down, lift the chest. So the shoulders draw back. If Anahatasana was a passive back bend, this is more active. 2 more. 1 more. And lower lower down onto the mat. Let both arms slide out to the left and to the right like airplane wings. Going for another shoulder opener. Roll onto your right arm. Keep the head down as you look to the left. Step your left foot behind you. You can step the left foot in front if that feels better on the hips, but behind would be the first choice. Obviously modifying your practice as it makes sense for you. Take another deep breath. We'll come back to center. Your left arm slides out. Roll onto the left side. Head down, looking toward the right. Step your right foot behind you, or in front if you need. And take another full breath. Keeping the ujjayi fired up. Let's roll back to center. Slide the hands in again. Press to hands and knees. Press back to child's pose. Bring the toes together. Separate the knees. Feel free if you want to keep the arms reaching forward if you feel that's okay for the shoulders. If you prefer a little release for the shoulders, let the arms reach back behind you as your forehead lowers to the mat. Let's take 3 deep breaths. And coming back to hands and knees, let's take it back to downward facing dog. Feel free to walk out your feet in the first down dog of the day. Just waking everything up, stretching everything out. Keep the breath steady. Big inhale, lift the heels up. Big exhale, sink the heels down. Come forward to plank, lining up the shoulders over the wrists. And with little readjusting, let's return to down dog. Heels toward the mat. Put a little bend in the knees and listen carefully. Walk your hands halfway back to your feet. So you're in a short down dog. We'll down dog with a twist today. Take your right hand to the outside of the lower left leg, between the knee, the ankle, and if it's reasonably comfortable for you to do so, slide the right hand closer toward your left ankle, and with a soft bend in the right elbow, shine your heart through the left side, looking under the left arm. Hold for another deep breath. We'll return the right hand to the right side, go the other way, take the left hand to the lower right leg, outside the knee, the ankle, sliding the hand down if that's reasonable to do. Little bend in the left elbow, shine the heart through the right side, peeking under the right arm. And we'll hold for another full breath. Take your left hand back to the left side. Walk your hands out for regular down dog. Let's put a soft bend in the knees, look forward. Step or float your feet to the front of the mat. Fold over the legs when you get there, the feet slightly separating, at least a micro bend in the knees, head down. Let's slowly roll up to stand. Press down as you come up. When your head comes up last, stand tall, soften the shoulders back, Tadasana. Inhale, sweep the arms around. Exhale, dive over the legs, soften the knees if you need, lift the chest. Exhale, you can step it back. You can always jump it back if that's in your practice. Otherwise, maybe drop the knees to modify as you chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhaling back to down dog. Or give yourself a little breather in child's pose. We're here for 3 deep breaths. And 2 more breaths. One more. From your downward facing dog, look forward, step or jump the feet to the front of the mat. Lift your chest on the inhale. Exhale, round it down. We'll step feet together. Utkatasana, chair pose, lift the arms. Keep the hips dropping down, bring the prayer to the heart. Let's keep the hips dropping down and twist to the right. Hook the left elbow, look over the right shoulder, thumbs at heart center, chest up, one more breath. With your inhale, come to center, then exhale, fold, head down, send the left leg back, low lunge. Parsvottanasana, turn the back heel at a 45-degree angle and straighten the front leg. Use blocks under the hands if you like here. Try to level the hips, forehead to the front shin, and hold for one more breath. If the front knee needs to bend, you're just gonna let it bend, that's okay. Let's low lunge as you bend the front knee, readjust the back foot, look forward for balance, press down, high lunge, take it all the way up. Soften the shoulders. Finding your drishti past the nose, keep it steady. With your next inhale, we'll step up with the left leg. So inhale, lift, bring your hands to the left knee. Let's step to high lunge, bring it back, arms overhead. We'll add on warrior 3 the next time. Look past the nose, inhale, step the left leg up, hands to the knee. Warrior 3, left leg back, arms out and back, level the hips, strong standing leg, one more breath. Let's bring it to high lunge, step back, arms overhead. Open up for warrior 2, reach out to the side, hold for another deep breath. We'll reverse the warrior, sweeping the right arm back. Skandasana, side lunge, lower the hands to the inside of the right foot. Skandasana left, walk your hands back as you stretch the right leg. Hold for another deep breath. Let's pass through center, go to the right. Bend the right knee deep, stretch the left leg, one breath. We'll take warrior 2 at the back of the mat. Press down, come up, reach the arms out, look over the left middle finger, make sure the right toes turn in just slightly, one breath. We'll reverse the warrior, sweep the left arm over. Straighten the left leg, adding Trikonasana triangle, turn the arms, lower the left hand, lift the right, look up if you can, and hold, nice deep breaths. One more time. You'll peek down at the left foot. Bend the left knee as you lower the hands inside your left foot. Travel to the right for Prasarita Padottanasana, your wide-legged fold. Readjust the feet. You can interlace fingers behind the back and stretch the arms over, or any other variation. You can let the hands lower as the crown of the head comes down. You can walk the hands out front, or even walk the hands back, whatever you choose. One more breath. And we'll meet somewhere in center, hands down, chest up. Take low lunge to the front of the mat, walk your hands around. When you get there, down dog split, sweep the right leg up and back, bend the knee, open the hip, head down. Peek under the left arm and hold for another full breath. Level out the hips and bring the knee to the nose, curl it in. Inhale, lift the right leg up. Low lunge, step through the hands. Step all the way to the front of the mat and fold over the legs. Returning feet together, toes, heels touch. Utkatasana, sit deep, arms high. Bring the prayer to the heart. Keep the chest up, twist left, hook the right elbow, look over the left shoulder. One breath. Return to center, then fold over the legs, head down. Send the right leg back, low lunge. Parsvottanasana, turn the back heel 45-degree angle. Straighten the front legs. Feel free to put blocks under the hands if you choose. If the front knee needs to bend, let it. We'll low lunge, bend the left knee, readjust the back toes, look forward for balance, press down, high lunge, bring it up. Soften the shoulders, soften the back knee if you choose. Remember, twice we're stepping up, second time, warrior three. Find your drishti past the nose. With your inhale, step the right leg up, hands to the right knee. Exhale to high lunge, bring it back, arms over. Inhale, step up, hands to the right knee. Warrior three, the right leg back, arms out and back. Hips level, strong standing leg, one more breath. We'll high lunge, step back, lift the arms overhead again. Warrior two, drop the arms out. One breath. We'll reverse warrior, sweeping the left arm over. Skandasana, hands to the inside of the left foot. Travel to the right as you stretch the left leg. One breath. We'll travel through center, go left, bending the left knee. One breath. We'll warrior two to the back of the mat. Press down, lift, arms out, bending deep through the right knee. Keep the alignment clean, the left toe slightly turned in. Look over the right middle finger. We'll reverse warrior, sweeping the right arm back. Straighten the right leg, Trikonasana triangle, turn the arms. Lower the right hand, lift the left. Nice fiery breaths. Keep it charged up. Look up if you can. Lengthen the spine, chest up. One more breath. Peek down at your right foot with a bend in the right knee. Lower the hands inside the right foot. Travel to your left, wide-legged fold, Prasarita Padottanasana. Any variation you choose. You can interlace fingers again behind the back, stretch the arms over. If you'd like to do a little side stretch here, take your hands to the lower right leg, lengthen over the right leg, head down. One breath. And just make sure that if you're doing one side, you also go the other way, working the other side. One more breath. Wherever you are, we're meeting in the center, hands down, chest up. Low lunge to the front. Pivot, pivot, pivot. Walk your hands around. Down dog split. We sweep the left leg up and back. Bend the knee, open the hip, head down. Peek under the right arm, one more breath. And level out the hips, bring your knee to the nose, curl it in. Inhale the left leg up. Exhale, low lunge, step through. Step all the way to the front and fold over the legs. Feet hip width distance, Padangusthasana, grab your big toes in yogi toe lock, lift the chest, inhale. Exhale, drop the head down as you fold. 3 deep breaths. You can modify in ragdoll if you prefer. And pressing through the legs, lifting the chest, releasing out, and bring your hands to the waist. Flat back, press up, slow to stand. We'll do dancer pose Natarajasana today, especially since we've had the shoulders opening quite a bit. Shifting your weight first to the left leg, lift the right knee and pick up your right palm. Kick the right foot back, grab inside the foot close to the ankle, bring the knees together to level the hips, look past the nose and lift the left arm. Kick back into the right hand and hold once you have the back bend. If you'd like to work this deeper, maintain the back bend as you keep kicking back as your left arm pulls forward. If you're losing the back bend, you're losing half the pose. So keep kicking, keep reaching. If you fall out, come back in. Let's hold for one more breath. Bring it up slow. Lower the right leg, release the left arm, return to stillness. Hands on the waist, we'll shift our weight, go the other way. Lift the left knee, pick up the left palm, kick your left foot back and grab the foot inside close to the ankle. Bring the knees together, zip it up, look forward, lift the right arm, kick back. You can again hold it here when you get the back bend, or keep kicking it back while the right arm pulls forward, but you have to maintain the back bend. If you start to lose it, you're losing half the pose. Keep kicking, keep reaching, keep breathing. One more time. Slowly return back up. Lower the left leg, lower the right arm, come back to stillness. Keeping your feet hip-width distance apart. Inhale, sweep the arms around. Exhale as you fold, Padahastasana, hand to foot pose. We're lifting the fronts of the feet, lifting the chest, slide the hands under. With your next exhale, toes down, head down, round. 3 more deep breaths. And of course, you're welcome to modify in ragdoll if you did that the first time. Just make sure the hands switch so the opposite hand is on top. Two more. One more. And inhaling, lift the chest. Exhaling, releasing out the hands. Step back into plank pose. Then come onto your hands and knees. Pigeon pose, bring the right knee through. Left leg back, sit tall. Modify as you need if you need. Props as you see fit under the right hip or thigh, or even under the torso, under the forehead. If you're otherwise good to go, the hips are level so you're not sliding one way or the other. Walk the hands out, lower the head down, and let's hold here for 3 deep breaths. And bring the hands in, lift the head, the chest up, slide your right knee more to center, slide your left knee up behind the right, the feet out to the sides, Gomukhasana, cow face, sit back so the right knee lines up on top of the left. Your feet are out to the left and to the right. And if you're dialing this back a little bit, you can just take a cross-legged seat, Sukhasana, bring the right ankle in front of the left. Sit tall, arms back. You can lean in, or if there's room to reasonably do so, walk the hands out. And hold for another full breath. As you return upright, walk the hands back in. Unwrap your legs, Navasana boat pose, bending up at the knees. Roll back slightly off the tailbone, legs up, arms out. You can keep the knees bending or straighten the legs. Look to the toes, chest up, shoulders down. One more breath. We'll bend at the knees, cross at the ankles, come forward, hands and knees. Second side, pigeon, left knee through, right leg back, sit tall, modifying again as you need, props as you see fit. If you're otherwise good to go, the alignment is clean, slide the arms out, head down. We'll hold for another 3 deep breaths. And coming out once again, walk your hands in, lift the head up, chest up, setting up Gomukhasana. The left knee slides a little more to center. The right knee slides up behind the left. Your feet reach out to the sides, clearing the way for you to sit back. Your left knee on top of the right and your feet out to the sides. Or dial it back in Sukhasana, easy seat, the cross-legged seat with your left ankle in front of the right. Arms back, fingertips down, chest up. You can lean in, or if there's room, walk the hands out. Hold for another deep breath. We'll release, walk the hands in, come up, unwrap your legs, one more set, Navasana, bending up at the knees, everyone's favorite, roll back slightly off the tailbone, legs up, knees bending, hold, or straighten the legs, let the inner thighs roll in a little so all 10 toes point up, chest up, hold for another full breath. Bending up at the knees, cross at your ankles again, come forward onto hands and knees, and this time we'll set up Ustrasana camel pose. So stand on your knees. You can tuck or untug your toes, whatever feels better for the knees, and of course you can always take a blanket or something under the knees to cushion them if that feels better as well. Up to you. Hands back, hands to the lower back. Fingertips point down, thumbs outside. Draw the elbows together, hips forward, chest up, head back. Now, you can hold it here, or if you want to go for it, drop your hands back to your heels. Keep the hips reaching forward. Keep the chest up, head back. Nice deep breaths. Keep the hips forward, tailbone down. And keep the breath nice and steady. This is a great way to fire up the body, get the energy pumping, heating everything up. One more breath. Then one hand at a time to your lower back. Slowly come back up. Have a seat right back on your heels, or you can take a cross-legged seat if that is better for your knees today. Hands on the legs, or palms together with your thumbs at the third eye point. 3 deep breaths just to come down a little bit. One more. Good. Let's take a seated forward fold. Bring the legs around front. Paschimottanasana. Straight legs. You can shimmy the hips a little so the sit bones more easily meet the mat. Lengthen, chest up, then slide the hands out. Reach for your feet. Use a strap or belt if you need. If the knees need to bend a little, let them. Let's hold for another deep breath or two. And we'll come out nice and easy. Slide the hands in, return upright. Bend up at the knees, roll onto your backs. We'll start winding things down. Feel free if you want to go upside down briefly into an inversion, shoulder stand, Sarvangasana, or come forward onto hands and knees for Shirshasana headstand, modifying as you see fit, of course. And if you're not going upside down today, you can stay on your backs. Supta Baddha Konasana, feet together, knees out. You can always put blocks under the knees if the hips prefer a little extra support. Resting hands on the belly or on your legs. Otherwise, going up, take your time. Always looking up at where you are. Avoid turning your head. If you need to look around, you need to come out of the pose first, right? Be careful with the head, the neck, and the shoulders here. And let's give it another deep breath or so. Lowering out nice and easy. Take your time. Take your counter stretch. If you're in headstand, your counter stretch is child's pose. I'm using a block for Matsyasana fish pose, which is the release for shoulder stand. You can also just do this without the block. And if you're in the hip stretch, you can fold the knees back in. Windshield wiper the knees side to side. And let's hold for another deep breath or two. Start to release out from wherever you are, returning onto your backs if you're not already there. Feel free to take any final stretch or twist, anything you'd like to do before settling into Shavasana, your final relaxation today. Otherwise, you've certainly earned it. Start to lay back, maybe cover yourself with a blanket or put on a sweater to avoid getting too chilly in Shavasana as the body cools off. No more Ujjayi breathing, just letting go. Settle back, turn the palms up, close your eyes. Feel free to remain here for as long as you have time for. Otherwise, I will leave you here today. Thank you again for sharing your practice with me. Until we meet again on the mat, namaste.